ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ ọkaka. Ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etuga eze ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ, ndị gboo wee tụọ oge ebighị ebi. Onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe na ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ na nke ebere dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-asị na onwe ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anakpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ. Ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịgị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi, n'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu. Ọ bịa mere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị. Anyị wee na-akpọkụ wee na-arịọ gị na-asị, lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe, biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt kwetu agwa wezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ kere. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị na anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị, wee nye gị nsọpụrụ ụtọ na-eji ama mgbe niile, n'ihi na anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị nwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nsọmụkwụ anyị niile. Ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile. Anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ. Anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, sị gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka. Ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị na-efe nwanyị akpụ isi ala nye, ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu. Anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ Naija, ma na-asị lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasị wee baa ha ọnụ, ha wee daa hapụghị ikonye ọzọ. Obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala ọkwa n'ihi eze ebube dị ngọzi. Anya ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị, na-asị na enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-eto gị, na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana onwe onye kere, na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị ebi mara onye gị ka a na-arịọ gị. Ise ise ise.
Have mercy on we, Biafra. Lord, give us a freedom. Have mercy on we, Biafra, and give us a freedom. Oh Lord, have mercy on we, Biafra, and give us a freedom. Father, we need our leader. Prophet, we need our leader. We need our leader. Yeah, man. The evil and wicked British and Fulani Caliphate can't stop the sun from shining from the east of God. I saw Biafrans all over the globe. Are you feeling me, chanting? Why and I feel you from my location, you know. We are going back to our homeland now. So we are roots to go again. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now. So we are roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra city. We are going back to our homeland now. So we are roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now. So we are roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra city. I'm going to tell you, we no fear wicked British, we no fear Britain, we no fear them, Boko Haram, we no fear them, we no fear Fulani Caliphate, we no fear them, we no fear Mietiala, we no fear them, Bandit Hill, we no fear them, Janjaweed, we no fear them, Al-Qaeda, we no fear Lucifer, we no fear you Satan, we no fear little demons, we no fear Leviathan, we no fear little junkies, little Janjaweed. Obasanjo and his entire generation died and was buried in our Biafran. Doing his business as usual. This is the new generation of Biafran. For your information, if you don't mind, mad people everywhere. Mad people. I have to know, man. We are going back to our homeland now. So we are roots to go again. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now. So we are roots. Biafra nation is a root. We Shatima, the Boko Haram kingpin said that in Lagos the Yorubas can be buying the land for 100,000, and Fulanis we buy them for 150 or 200,000, but on Ibadan we buy his own for 10 million. Can you imagine? Mad people everywhere. So Chris, Pastor Vam Vam Vam. I'm seeing Biafra already, man. Yeah, man.
Ooh, la 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 la. What am I doing? Let me get it. Sorry, 1 minute. 1 minute.
Hi. What causes in a woman I could retire? The belly woman, billion. But the man to many people, what is happening in the woman? Kulio, billion, to Koki Kabiama. Borona nyaga, kulio, bilio, chukwoki kabiama. Borona nyaga, kulio, bilisenu, chukwoki kabiama. Uzerena nyaga, kulio, bilienu, chukwoki kabiama. Uzerena nyaga. Maximum respect to my own talented leader, Prophet Mazin Nandekano. You kept quiet, America kept quiet. You ain't kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. You kept quiet, America kept quiet. You ain't kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. You kept quiet, America kept quiet. You ain't kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. You kept quiet, America kept quiet. You kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. They came from Sahel, they came from Chad, they came from Niger, Senegal and Mali, claiming our land, killing our people because of our blessings. My God, go to the bushes now, they're everywhere. Kidnapping and killing people every day. Raping and killing our women and men, slaughtering them in their farmland. Hey God, kidnapping and killing Christians night and day, and nobody they talk. Chimo, dividing and ruling we anyhow, as if you're not human being. My God, abducting and killing Biafrans every day, and the whole world to watch, the whole world to see. They splitted us just to kill us. They rape our papa, they rape our mama. He go down, we are one. Each and every we are one people. The robo is so cold, we are one. He's on security, we are one people. Go to Calabari, we are one. Calabar and Debo, we are one. He go down, we are one. Each and every we are one people. Robo is so cold, we are one. He's on security, we are one people. Go to Calabari, we are one. Calabar and Debo, we are one people. They splitted us just to kill us. They rape our papa, they rape our mama, they rape our wives, they rape our girls, they rape our sisters, raping even our children, raping their car with the concealer to women with the top of the car. Wake up now and fight for your freedom. Wake up, your Friday. nation. Wake up now and fight for your freedom. Wake up. Massimo, Durani Labasian. Mahamadike, Durani Labasian. I want to worship in the golden altar. You said you are going to build in Aratuku. We are all the Biafrans gathered together to worship him. The Elohim. We are all the Biafrans gathered together to worship him. In one accord. We are all the Biafrans of the world gathered together to worship the Elohim. I love to worship in the golden altar. You said you are going to build in Aratuku. Massimo, Durani Labasian. Mohamadike, Durani Labasian. Bonandu, Durani Labasian. Bonandu, Durani Labasian. Massimo, Durani Labasian. Mohamadike, Durani Labasian. Bonandu, Durani Labasian. Durani Labasian. I love Biafra. Ola, Durani Labasian. I love Biafra. Ola, Durani Labasian. I love Biafra. Ola, I love Biafra. Respect you, Mr. Bren, Simon Ekpa, and all the IPOP members around the globe.
All right. Thank you for joining me this Sunday afternoon. Biafran Gospel by Mazi Namdi. By Mazi Raphael Chabagajere, Pastor Vam Vam Vam. Yes, of course, the message we bring to you is the message of Mazi Namdi Kano and always Mazi Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister. We are following their legacy and we are not going to flinch. We are not going to make any diversion whatsoever. But what we have a lot this morning is so many updates from every corner. Let me start with this message from Dele Farantimi. Please, if you're joining me now, just make sure you hit the like button and also share. You know, the idea of one Nigeria is dying. And those that were, you know, the intelligent ones in Nigeria, those that actually, you know, have sense, they have now come to the conclusion that, look, Nigeria was a bad idea. What Nigeria was a bad idea. And any one of you that think that that one Nigeria is going to work, you're making a great mistake. So those that would even make any of the stratas work, they are withdrawing their intelligence. They are withdrawing their brain behind. So anyone that still remains there in that one Nigeria
the economy is
crap, you know, you would still regret it because Nigeria is a complete bad idea, a total bad idea, according to this our brother, and I want us to play it, and I will bring many other updates. After this one, I will go to the message from Sean Hannity. Sean Hannity had a message which I supposed to make my Sunday sermon, but let me begin from home front so that you will you will appreciate it more. Let's listen to Dele Farotimi.
I think the greatest error we all make, especially when we are considering Nigeria, is that we assume that the operators of the Nigerian system are unaware of the truth of what they are doing. So we measure what they have done and we say, oh, they failed in this place or they failed in that place. They have not failed. The system is working exactly as it is designed to work. When they point to those figures and they tell you about how well the economy is doing, they are completely correct because what they want to achieve is exactly what they are achieving, the impoverishment of the Nigerian mass. When a people have been rendered completely impoverished, it becomes easy to be donating rice to them as the cure and elixir for all of their problems. So if the people who talk about insecurity, you give them one bag of rice. They will talk about bad road, you give them one bag of rice. They talk about bad healthcare system, you give them one bag of rice. We talk about all the children who are out of school, you give them another bag of rice. Rice has become the currency and elixir to every Nigerian problem. That is because the system as operated is designed to ensure the full feudalization of the country. And that can only happen when the people are sufficiently impoverished, sufficiently made ignorant. So when you talk about macroeconomics and you then begin to refer to the micro level where the man on the street, who knows how many meals he's able to afford in a month, who knows that he's living in a place that is unfit for human habitation. A man you are paying, you say it's 70,000 naira, that is your minimum wage. The reality is that if that man ignores to file his tax return, the fine is 100,000 naira. A bag of rice will take away more than half of his salary. So you have deliberately pauperized him. It's not as if you don't know what you're doing. Those are deliberate choices. The same government and country that can afford to keep lawmakers in luxury, governors living like pashas, the same country that can choose to build road without tenders, that can choose to just throw money around like drunken sailor, is ensuring that the opportunity for the people to enrich themselves have been shut down and the process of impoverishment has been weaponized for all.
In case you didn't get it, the point he's making is that Nigeria is actually designed to fail. Nigeria was never meant to work for you. So if you ever thought that Nigeria one day will be better, no. Because with all the sufferings going on, you will see here they say, the government is working, things are going on, and then, you begin to wonder, is it not the same Nigeria that you are seeing? Some of them will tell you that we have defeated Boko Haram. Boko Haram will be a thing of the past and all that. But you will still see the army telling you that no, Boko Haram, they are our, prodigal sons. And you'll be hearing completely strange narratives from them. So it shows you that, look, before they will add you to the statistics, you must wake up and do something. Otherwise, they will count you on the statistics. Please remember that our program is always on Sunday, is always an open mic. Let me put the link I see so that anyone that wants to call or you want to come in, you can actually do so without hesitation. So the link is there on the comment section. Now there are other videos. I said I will go straight to Hannity's message on for my Sunday sermon. Let me play this Hannity.
Even attended
this Sean Hannity is a Fox News anchor. With what is happening with the Pope, Hannity had a conclusion, and I agree with him. And I will say a few things after he finished talking. We'll just make some points here, and I will come back home and talk about what's happening with our own side of the divide. Let's listen to Sean Hannity.
Like millions of Americans, I was raised Catholic. I went to Catholic school for 12 years. I even attended a seminary in high school, studied theology, Latin, went to Mass daily. I got a lot out of it. My parents, they were devout Catholics. And while I wasn't particularly engaged at the time in the teachings of the Catholic Church, as a young person, it certainly entered my consciousness and made me a better person. And it's been a positive force in my life in so many ways. But as of today, I no longer consider myself a Catholic. And while I am a Christian, I left the Catholic Church in large part because of institutionalized corruption. And it was at the parish level, to the bishop level, cardinals, all the way to Rome. And, the very top scandals, terrible behavior, frankly, went not only unchecked, but they never fully corrected it or dealt with it. And others at the Vatican have totally lost sight of the true meaning of the Bible and its teachings. I don't know why for the first 1,200 years of the church, priests were allowed to marry. They changed that law. But right on cue, Pope Leo XIV is now seemingly more interested in spreading left-wing politics and the actual teachings of Jesus Christ. They
have left the teachings of Jesus Christ. They are now focused on left-wing politicians or left-wing politics, narratives. That's what the Roman Catholic Church have switched onto. That's why you see Sean Hannity telling you he used to be a Catholic, but now he doesn't identify as a Catholic. He is now considering himself to be a Christian and not a Catholic because they have switched away from the teachings of Christ completely. What they are now teaching are the teachings of men. the teachings of, this new age system, new age teaching, and the left-wing democratic political system. That's what they are now teaching. So that's why Hannity is saying this. Let's continue to listen to him.
Interested in spreading left-wing politics and the actual teachings of Jesus Christ. As the AP put it, quote, Pope Leo amplified his condemnation of America's conflict with Iran, saying that God does not bless any conflict and certainly doesn't side with those who drop.
So you see, the Pope amplifies criticism of Iran war and says God does not bless any conflict. Listen to how they are trying to switch the narrative. Now, anybody that is gullible will say, how can you don't expect Pope to support conflict? But you forget that the conflict happening inside of Iran, Iran that is supporting conflict all over the world, Iran is the one that is sponsoring Hezbollah, that are bombing people in Israel and bombing people all over. Iran is the one that is sponsoring ISIS. Iran, they're the one sponsoring Hamas. The Pope is not criticizing them. But when Donald Trump hits on that Iranian government, Iranian leadership, not the Iranian people, Iranian leadership that are sponsoring terror all around the world. Now the Pope is saying, is criticizing Donald Trump. So that calls for your thoughts. Use your mind and use your head.
As the AP put it, quote, Pope Leo amplified his condemnation of America's conflict with Iran, saying that God does not bless any conflict and certainly doesn't side with those who drop bombs. Well, first, that is simply not biblically accurate. The Bible contains over 400 references to war, frequently depicting God as authorizing, commanding, intervening in battles like one that we all know, the battle between David and Goliath.
Of course, in the Bible, you will see a lot of war between Israel and other nations, a lot of fights that went on. And most of the kings that fought all those battles, they will always see the presence of God, and God will tell them to go, and God will give them victory over their enemies. God have always, been with Israel and been with his people, because there have always been wars against them, and God have been helping them to win their wars. Now, are these not scriptures? Are they not Bible? Is Israel not fighting up to tomorrow? Are there no war being waged against Israel? Okay, do you expect Israel and every other person to fold their hands and allow the enemies to take them out? And these enemies we're talking about are just one enemy that have become world global enemy, the Islamic fanatical enemies. They have become the global terror. You want us to fold our hands and say, God doesn't support war. And these people they are fighting what they call jihad. And they are unaliving people in large scale. Thank you, Hannity. Hannity is giving the Pope scriptures, scriptural verses. Now listen more.
References to war, frequently depicting God as authorizing, commanding, intervening in battles like one that we all know, the battle between David and Goliath. Why is the Pope twisting religion to specifically attack only President Trump and the U.S.? Why did he recently meet with top Obama advisor David Axelrod and the far-left governor of Illinois, J.B. Pritzker? Is it because he's a run-of-the-mill Trump-hating Democrat that lacks moral clarity about radical Islam? By the way, did he talk to them about abortion? Well, in that case, where are the pointed words for Iran, this evil regime, the #1 state sponsor of terror, the people that murdered 45,000 innocent protesters? Not a peep from Pope Leo.
Not a peep. Not even a word. And the funny thing is that even this Pope spoke up when there was massacre in Nigeria, in Yelewata, and he was visiting Africa and talking. He never even concerned. He never even made it. He just made a comment about that massacre and nothing more. Nothing more till today. And after that Yelewata, more grievous and more terrible massacres have taken place. And this Pope kept quiet. He didn't say anything. In Iran that he's supporting today, Iran murdered over 45,000 of their own citizens just because they protested against the government. They were massacred. They were murdered by their government. The Pope didn't say anything. But when someone rises up to stop that massacre, to stop those people doing that, people that are working very hard to lay their hands on nuclear weapon. They never get nuclear weapon. No. Look at how they are bombing their neighbors. They are bombing Bahrain. They are bombing United Arab Emirates. They are bombing Saudi Arabia. They are bombing everywhere. Okay? Now let's go.
Iran is now set to, literally have 4 more protesters and hang them and kill them, including a woman. Nothing from Pope Leo. Iran oppresses women. Nothing from Pope Leo. Tortures them, rapes them, kills them. Nothing from the Pope. Iran backs terrorists in Iraq and Beirut who have killed Americans for decades. Nothing from Pope Leo. Iran drops bombs on holy sites and neighborhoods all over Israel, densely populated areas like Tel Aviv, and Pope Leo is not bothered to call them out by name. And while the Pope condemns all nuclear weapons, especially on the anniversary of Hiroshima, I don't think we had a choice. Same with Nagasaki. It did end a war, did save a lot of American lives. He doesn't seem interested in ever referencing Iran's unrelenting pursuit of them. And I have a question for the Pope. Is it the right or wrong thing to prevent radical mullahs in Iran, again, the #1 state sponsor of terror, from ever having nuclear weapons? Today, President Trump raised this very important question. Take a look.
Well, I want him to preach the gospel. I'm all about the gospel. But I also know that you cannot let a certain country, which is a very mean-spirited country, have a nuclear weapon. If they did, they would use it.
You see what Donald Trump said? Donald Trump said, I want him to preach the gospel. I want him to preach the gospel. That means Donald Trump have an idea of what the gospel is. If you are preaching the gospel, he will know. The gospel is against oppression. The gospel is against unaliving innocent citizens. The gospel is against, repression. I want him to preach the gospel. Listen to Donald Trump again.
From ever having nuclear weapons. Today, President Trump raised this very important question. Take a look.
Well, I want him to preach the gospel. I'm all about the gospel. But I want him to preach the gospel. I'm all about the gospel.
I want him to preach the gospel. I am all about the gospel. I am only interested in the gospel because the office of the Pope is supposed to be the office of preaching the gospel. But the Pope is not preaching the gospel. He's attacking the one that is working to preserve and sustain the gospel. The Pope is now working against the gospel. What a shame. What a shame.
Very important question. Take a look.
Well, I want him to preach the gospel. I'm all about the gospel. But I also know that you cannot let a certain country, which is a very mean-spirited country, have a nuclear weapon. If they did, they would use it.
So if Iran had a nuclear weapon, with all these ballistic weapons they are shooting, just like Donald Trump is saying, and you cannot deny it. If Iran has a nuclear weapon now, I am telling you, they will use it against America. They will use it against Israel. They will use it against everyone that opposes to their, barbaric and satanic, murderous style of worship or whatever. They will use it. So that's what Donald Trump is saying. But this man is not doing anything. All he's doing is just to criticize Donald Trump. Listen.
The president is correct. The Pope is wrong.
Yes.
On so many levels. Perhaps Leo's judgment is clouded. After all, he has an old Twitter account. And by the way, it is riddled with anti-Trump messages, including posts accusing Donald Trump of fueling racism and nativism, and other posts pushing for climate change and open borders. Ultimately, preventing Iran from getting a nuclear weapon is both moral and logical, and it could save potentially millions of lives. And we won't burden our children and grandchildren with a nuclear-armed terrorist state. Now, sadly, the same cannot be said for the leadership today of the Catholic Church. Here with reaction, CEO of the Billy Graham.
Well, that's the much I can take from Hannity. And let's see. Let's come home. Let's come home. Now, there is this man here. Where do I start from first? Let me come from here. There's this Otobo here. This Otondo. There's this Otondo. I don't know where he comes from. I don't know who he is, actually. I honestly do not know who this man is. But I listened to him, and I said I'm going to discuss it on a program. This man thinks he knows Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he thinks he's making sense. If there's anybody that knows Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that knows how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu operates and the gospel Mazi Nnamdi Kanu believes, and please listen to this and please join me and talk to this man. Those that think that because they are too Nigerian, or they believe that Nigeria is so good and Nigeria can be made to work, that they believe that they can actually talk to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and stop him from going ahead with this Biafra demand. Look at this monkey. Let's listen to him. He said that if they leave him with 1 hour, only 1 hour with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will forget about Biafra. And then you will see the people he's blaming that they are the main problem, that the problem of the Nigeria problem. You understand? They are problem, but this man fails to understand that even if those people are saints, if those people are saints, and those people are like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or are like him, this idiotic head, that they will still remind him that he's an Igbo. They will still remind him that he cannot be, a leader or a president or anything. So those that agree to work with Nigeria are those that have signed their document, have signed their soul away, like Soludo presently, who is campaigning rigorously for Tinubu. Soludo, who is telling everybody in Biafra land that they need to get their own share of the government. You understand? I don't know if I have that Soludo's video, but let's listen to this man first, because this man is saying the same. Now I understand that most of the people that have been going to meet with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, most of these politicians that have been going to meet with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, including Alex Oti, all of them, the only thing they have been going to talk to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu about is how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should leave Biafra and let's take it easy. I am telling you, none of them have gone to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hear him out, hear his purpose, and then go back to Tinubu and tell Tinubu that, look, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is right, and please give us the chance to take our shot. No, they are only going there to convince Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they spend hours and they come back and they are not able to break Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why Soludo up to today, Soludo does not even want to remember whether Mazi Nnamdi Kanu exists. It is because Soludo, he gave his highest shot. Soludo believes that being former central bank governor, now he is Anambra State governor, and he believed that Nnamdi Kanu would know his educational degrees and his intellectual, and that Nnamdi Kanu would listen to him. He went there, tried to convince Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All of them have tried. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu drive them out. Told them, look, no. Respectfully, there's no way I can leave this Biafra. It is better I die than to leave this Biafra. Do you understand? So they've tried their best. That's why you see someone like Soludo. Soludo does not want to talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu again. He knows that there's no way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will succumb to any demand from Nigeria except for him to have Biafra. Let's listen to this man.
Biafra is not an issue. If I speak to Nnamdi Kanu for 1 hour, he will abandon Biafra. But he will turn his energy on those who looted the projects in Igbo land. And I know them. You know who were in power before Buhari gained power?
Now, first of all, this man says, he said Biafra is not an issue. That on itself is the highest insult to the souls that have been lost, to many that have lost their lives, many. And I saw a video of Yakubu Gowon where he admitted that the reason why they did not allow Biafra to go is because of the oil in Biafra land. So because of the oil, you decided to massacre millions and millions, and you starve over 3 million children to death. And this bastard here is telling you that Biafra is not an issue. He said Biafra is not an issue. That if they leave him with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for 1 hour, that he will abandon Biafra. Now, the question you should ask this man is that, has he not heard that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in Sokoto prison? Has he not heard that anybody can actually go there and visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why is he not going there and to spend? In fact, we even give him 10 hours. Go and spend 10 hours with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But the only thing you need to tell us is, tell us the truth of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you when you try to convince him with your 1 hour gibberish of a story. Just go. Spend 10 hours. Spend as much hours as you can. Go and meet with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Come back. Tell us the truth of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you. And then you will now agree with me that I know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will call your story or whatever it is you think you can convince him with. You will call it a bluff. You don't know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows. You don't even know God. Because if you know God, if you know and you fear God, you will know that saying that Biafra is not an issue is an insult. That Biafra is not an issue. Something that have taken millions and millions of lives. You say it's not an issue. Now let's listen to him. Let's listen to him. He said 1 hour is enough for him to convince Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Biafra is not an issue. If I speak to Nnamdi Kanu for 1 hour, he will abandon Biafra. But he will turn his energy on those who looted the projects in Igbo land, and I know them.
So he said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will turn his energy to those who looted the treasuries of Igbo land, and he says he knows them. Ask this man, do you think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not know those people? You will hear he will be mentioning the name of the people. You know, when you have not listened to Radio Biafra and you have not listened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Nigeria is in your head like a fool, you would think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu doesn't know what he's doing. But for many years, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have lectured us on the reason why Nigeria cannot work. He has given Nigeria the benefit of the doubt. He has given Nigeria, okay, the chance to see if it will work. And Nigeria almost took his life. They already succeeded in taking the life of his father and his mother and his friends and brethren. And now, up to now, they've tried to take his life, but they have failed so far. So these people that he said that Nnamdi Kanu will devote his energy to fight and abandon Biafra, let's hear him mention their names. And then you will tell me if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not know those people and does not know what they have done. The people he's talking about, Nnamdi Kanu knows them very well. He knows that they are all criminals. He knows what they have done. And Nnamdi Kanu also knows more than what they have done. He knows more and more the reason why they are doing what they are doing. And that's the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never have anything to do with them. And that's the reason why even Simon Ekpa will tell you that if you go and check now and you are able to bring any evidence of him having any conversation or relation with any Nigerian politician, then call him whatever you want to call him. All the accusations they have given to Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, there is no evidence that they have any connection with any Nigerian politician of any of the Southeast extract or Biafran extract. None. Because they already know who they are and what they are capable of doing. So let's listen to this man that wants to, that needs 1 hour to stop Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let's hear him call the names of some of these people. Listen.
But he will turn his energy on those who looted the projects in Igbo land, and I know them. You know who were in power before Buhari gained power? Do I have to go one by one? The list is long. Let's go when somebody from the East was president. A Biafran was president. Do you forget? Jonathan was a Biafran.
A Biafran was president. Do you forget? Jonathan was a Biafran. Nnamdi Kanu knew that Jonathan was a Biafran. But did Jonathan agree that he was a Biafran? Did Jonathan work for Biafrans? Even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had soft spots for Jonathan. Now the Kanu gave Jonathan the benefit of doubt. This moron here, did he not know that Mazin Namdekano even vowed that if anybody attacks Goodluck Jonathan's wife, that he will go for that person? You know? Namdekano knew that. Namdekano knew. He knew that they were from Biafra. He knew. But at the end of the day, did he benefit any one of us? Did they ever walk or think or say anything about Biafra? Recently, Omo called for protests for Mazin Namdekano. He visited Goodluck Jonathan. Goodluck Jonathan welcomed him, and that was it. Up to today, Mazin Namdekano is suffering injustice in Nigeria. Have you heard anything from Goodluck Jonathan? I don't know. This guy is just all right, let's go.
Bayelsa was within Biafra. Am I right? Is that debatable? Biafrans have ruled this country in name of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Does he deny that?
Biafrans have ruled this country. Ask Jonathan. If you go and ask Jonathan today now, and you talk about Biafra, where Jonathan is, Jonathan will never answer you. He will not tell you that he's a Biafran. He will never admit that he's Biafran. I have a fine in the studio. Jonathan will not admit that he is Biafran. He will tell you that he is Biafran. Let me give you the microphone, before the network will do something to your line. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, Pastor Vam Vam.
Ndeo.
Good evening from my side. This one they allow me to be in your program today. Heaven will follow.
Yeah, I can hear you.
My brother, I greet you.
Ndeo.
You know,
the network is hanging. We can't hear you. We can't hear you fine. In case you are talking, we can't hear you. Maybe this network, no, they'll give your line to come in and talk smoothly. Maybe the phone might be better. The phone might be better. Let's use the phone. Where is your number? Okay. I'll call you. Okay. Already, you call on the phone. If I'm trying to call you, I thought maybe your phone is ready. Your phone is not ready yet. Let's continue. Okay. Are you still in the studio? If well, you're still in the studio, but you're not talking. Anyway, let's listen to his man. He continues to talk, calling the name of the Biafra.
Rule this country in name of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Does he deny that? So, when the Biafrans had power, what did Biafra do with the power, brother? Within the time the Biafrans had power, Okonjo-Iweala was Minister for Finance.
All right, fine.
Hello, Pastor Vam Vam.
There.
You know, I enter your studio. I was surprised that they allow me even to enter at all. Talk more of speaking. So, like what I was saying, Pastor Vam Vam, can this moron that is talking now on this video, can he convince you, Pastor Vam Vam, to drop the freedom of your people? Pastor Vam Vam,
You said?
this moron that is speaking on this video now, can he convince you, Pastor Vam Vam Vam, to drop fighting for this freedom you are into?
Abio, he cannot convince me. Talk about something now, the card.
You know,
He said only 1 hour he will take. Now we can withdraw.
Yeah. you know, 1 hour, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will drop the freedom of his people. Does this man know that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has already given Nigeria government restructuring and they refuse to restructure?
He has given, that's what I said, he has given them benefit of doubt, he has given them chance, he gave the governors chance, they met with him. After they finished meeting with him, they came with Operation Python dance to unalive.
So, a man who lost everything that he owns, a man who's lost his freedom, is because of this freedom that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu health becomes serious.
Yes.
A man who have lost everything, lost his parents, lost 28 men.
Yes.
A man who have lost so many people.
Yes.
Is a man that you will stay with him for 1 hour and he will drop the freedom of his people.
A man who they have offered billions. They have offered Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Didn't you hear that Sunday Igboho, how much did they give him? They have offered Nnamdi Kanu billions upon billions.
Even our prime minister was giving offer to make him the richest man on this planet Earth.
Yeah, richer than Dangote, he refused.
Richer than Dangote, and our prime minister refused it. They have promised Mazen Nnamdi Kanu vice president. They have promised him all year. They have promised him
everything
on this planet Earth. That is the man that you will speak with him for 1 hour and he will abandon the freedom of his people. My brother, some people, I don't know. In fact, some of all these morons, they have seen us finish. See finish. This one has see finish.
Oversee finish.
He just look at the way he's talking it, and he's just the thing the sweeter for mouth. He just the water his mouth. The thing the sweeter for mouth. Just give me 1 hour with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He will drop the Biafra agitation and focus on the people that have squandered the wealth of Ndigo. As if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu doesn't know. Does this man know that we are the students of Radio Biafra? Tell me anything that this man know that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu does not know. Tell me anything that is going on in Nigeria that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have not spoken about. That this man will sit on a media, on a platform and be talking, vomiting rubbish from his mouth. Does these people think that we are fools?
No, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is ignorant now. He doesn't know Good Lord Jonathan. He doesn't know Obio Zekweseri. He doesn't know all these people you want to mention their names. He doesn't know them.
Yes, I know. Because this video you are playing now, our prime minister have played this video before and analyze this. Yes, our prime minister have played this video before and analyze this fool. Our prime minister have analyzed this man. Okay, if you are so bold enough that you can convince Mazen Nnamdi Kanu if they give you 1 hour with him, why hasn't Tinubu approached you to go and convince him?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now the door is open to Sokoto prison.
Why hasn't them approached him to go to Sokoto and they convince him? Why haven't this man go to DSS custody when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was in DSS custody to go and convince him? Did anybody stop him from meeting Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? The door is open for everybody to visit Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Then when you go there, you convince him and tell us what you have told him and what you discussed with him. Because as far as I am concerned, something that our prime minister cannot stoop too low even to speak with this moron. Talk more of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. A man an intellectual, a man so brilliant, his brain is hot. Is a man that where did you go to your own school that you can go and convince Mazen Nnamdi Kanu?
Even in school.
A man who is whiter than white and whiter than snow. A prophet of our own time that God sends to come and liberate his people is a man that you will stay with him for 1 hour and he will drop the freedom of his people. You know, my brother, I don't blame them. I blame the TV people who brought them for them to vomit nonsense from their mouth. And Pastor Vam Vam Vam, go to this thing that Pope is saying. Of course, we know that this man is not a Pope. He is a politician. That by chance they put him there. We know he is not supposed to be the Pope. It was in fact an Igbo man that was supposed to be the Pope, but because they are doing tribalism and the politics in that place that made them not to make an Igbo man the Pope that he's supposed to be. All these things we know.
Yeah.
Understand? Now this man, you are seeing people that are being massacred on a daily basis in Nigeria. You have not said anything concerning it. So can this man mention one group that are Christian terrorists? That he will have the guts to come and be defending people that are massacring their people. These Iranian people have massacred thousands of their own citizens.
Yes.
And you are there defending people that are killing their own people. People who are sponsoring terrorism all over the world.
Yes.
And you are there, you have the guts, the temerity to come and defend them. Pastor Vam Vam, and let me bring it back home. Because I saw so many videos online. Even this, what is it called? Prophet Isa Buba. I saw the video that he posted that even this our brother Okocha was angry with him, where he says that he want to create a security, a vigilante that will help the Nigerian military to fight the terrorists. I said, does this man know what he's doing? That's what I said.
Isa Buba is a Fulani man. Oh. He's a Fulani
yes,
man.
I know. Yes, I know. He said that he want to create a vigilante that will help them, that will work in partnership with the Nigerian army to fight the terrorists that are killing people. That they need CCTV, they need camera, they need this one. I say, so upon all this thing that is going on in the zoo, this man doesn't know the agenda of the his fellow Fulani people to Nigeria. Is he telling me that he doesn't know the agenda of the Fulani people in Nigeria?
I'm telling you. A government that is still denying Christian genocide. Up to now, they're still denying it.
Wait, Pastor Vam Vam Vam. Does this man doesn't know that it is the same government, the same Nigerian army that are sponsoring the terrorism that is going on in Nigeria? It does. So Isa Puba is telling me that he doesn't know that Nigerian army are killing their citizens.
Okay, I didn't even see the message, the video of this Abuba. What did this Abuba have to say about the army chief himself telling you that those terrorists that you are telling him you want to support, that they are their prodigal son? Is that not what the army said? Okay, you want to assist army to go and fight their prodigal son? Or is it the national security advisor, Nuhu Rebadu, told you that these are our brethren, they are our brothers? Is that not what he said?
But Pastor Vam Vam Vam, to add more to what you have said just now, this man Gumi told you and I on a national TV that the Nigerian government know every terrorist by their name.
Yes.
I sent you a video. I sent you so many videos that they know them by their name. They know that Nigerian government know their location. That it is easier to visit. What is it called? This terrorist. What is it called? This one. What is it called? This terrorist that was arrested and later released him.
Okay,
Truji. This man said on that video, I sent you the video. He said it is easier to visit Truji on his location than visiting Nigeria president. Okay. He said it on his video. He's on the video. I sent you the video.
Okay.
So is Isa Buba telling me that he doesn't know that Gumi said that Nigeria government knows every terrorist by their name and by their location? That there is no meeting that he held with the terrorists that Nigeria government are not going with him.
Okay.
Or is he going to tell me that he doesn't know the agenda of this terrorism in Nigeria? I keep on telling our people, listen, you see all these people who converted, all these Fulani, who converted from Muslim to Christian. My brother, none of them are Christian. When the time will come, they will show you their record. You will see them, they will change back to what they exactly are, because they can never change. A chameleon is always a chameleon. That is one thing that people fail to understand. And I keep on telling our people, it is the high time everybody rise up. It is the high time everyone rise up. Now everybody can see that the DOS, the defunct DOS, have come out in full force, attacking Mazen Namdekan openly. The person that have been preventing them not to attack Mazen Namdekan all this while was Mazen Simon Ekpa.
Yes.
The reason they were giving not to attack Mazen Namdekan directly was because of Mazen Simon Ekpa. That was meant for Mazen Namdekan. Because that attack, they were attacking our friends.
Your phone is cracking. Your phone don't they crack? Why?
Can you hear me now?
Okay, go ahead.
Now that our prime minister is inside, they find it as an opportunity to do what? To render that attack they meant for Mazen Namdekan when our prime minister was there taking the bomb from them. Our people should reason. They have come out in full force. And I want our people to know one thing. Taking Mazen Namdekan to Sokoto was suggestion of Eastern politicians and the DOS. Because they took Mazen Nnamdi. So everybody should be reasoning when something
You know,
is happening.
you know, so many things about our prime minister. Somebody was telling me recently that Onyendu was not happy that Mazi Simon Ekpa was talking about the wife of Onyendu. You know, that might be emotionally, you know, said. But one thing I want you to know is that up till now, do you know that even the wife of Onyendu is not against those DOS that are fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
Of course, yes.
Do you know that
against Ikenga? He's not against Ikenga.
No, it's not. She's not. So it comes to tell you.
Ikenga.
What does it come to tell you? It comes to tell you that there is nothing our prime minister ever said that was a lie. Whether about the wife of Onyendu or about those people that are claiming they were DOS. All of them. You know, Onyendu may not come out openly to tell anybody what the wife has done or what she did, or the reason why their marriage did not work or it's not going to work. He will not do it, make it open, because Onyendu is a very discreet person. You understand? Very, very, you know, family-oriented person. Or doesn't want to put his the linen up in public. But one thing I want to tell you today is that nobody can ever succeed to discredit Simon Ekpa. Everything Simon Ekpa said about Lolo Uchechi was correct. Everything Simon Ekpa said about the DOS, all of 100% were correct. See, today, you see, all the Methuselahs of this world, Achebe Paul of this world, all of them, they have not come openly to apologize to Simon Ekpa. Now, do you know that it is Methuselah now they are thinking of suggesting to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for him to make the head of DOS? Because they want to have, they are trying to create another DOS. Because everything called DOS is now bunker. Doesn't exist anymore. As far as Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is concerned, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu does not refer to DOS anymore.
Yes.
But Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is fully convinced that Simon Ekpa is his right-hand man. Today, fully, 100%. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is fully behind and supporting any legal step being taken on the behalf of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, on behalf of Simon Ekpa, because he believes that if it works for Simon Ekpa, then it works for him, because both of them are two allies that nobody can separate. But that's the reason why you see this law on Neka recently. You see her, the first time she came to talk about Simon Ekpa, it is because she knows that Simon Ekpa is the only real deal for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So she had to come out and say, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu called him a Ekperema. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said that Simon Ekpa. Then Mazen Nnamdi Kanu rejected her completely. When he rejected her, she has now started attacking Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And in trying to attack Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, she's also including Simon Ekpa. Because Simon Ekpa is the real deal. He's the only one that maintained the legacy of Mazen Nnamdi. The only one. The only one. When Simon Ekpa told Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, I am 50 men, go and look for another 50. He has lived up to it 100%. 100%. That's why when I tell you I am the armor bearer of Simon Ekpa, I know what I mean. All you atikote that think you can do any boo-boo yaya. Behind Simon Ekpa is yoku atabie munire. Atabie munire completely.
Yes, Pastor Vam Vam Vam, to add to what all you just said now. Anybody who called you and told you that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not happy with Simon Ekpa attacking his wife, the person is lying.
Now I believe you. I believe you that the person was, because the person that told me that thing is somebody that I trusted. Now, you know, the way he told me that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was not happy about what was said about his wife. But today, this same wife you are talking about, that I am the one that gave her Delilah, and that's what she is. This same wife you are talking about, these are the people that this woman was working with. And up to today, if she goes out to do any protest, it is the gang of these DOS people that follow her in London to do protests. Because now sometimes she will come out and do protests. And she's doing protests with DOS people that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have rejected. The woman is working with Ifeanyi Ejiofor that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have rejected. Since Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was sent to Sokoto prison, have you seen Lolo Uchechi? You know the thing that is saving them.
You are talking about Sokoto prison. What of in DSS? All this while Mazen Namdekan has been going to court for 5 years. Have you ever seen
her in court? Yes. Now the funny thing is that their nemesis, their nightmare is about to come out. And you know, when Simon Ekpa told them, I am going to help Mazen Namdekan to restore Biafra, he's gonna do it. They will do it. I'm telling you, all you have to compare all these bastards that are making noise up and down. You leave what you will talk about. You want to talk about Vam Vam Vam. You know, I will poo inside you people's mouth. You don't know anything. I am the armor bearer of Simon Ekpa. By the grace of Chukwuka, I'm the Minister of Information. And thank God, God knows why he kept us here. Go ahead, my brother.
Anybody who tell you that Mazen Namdekan is not happy with Simon Ekpa because he talks about his wife is a lie. Because Mazen Namdekan have already rejected Uchechi from day one.
Okay.
You think there's anything that is going on about Uchechi that Mazen Namdekan does
not know?
Mazen Namdekan and Uchechi was not even in a good time before Mazen Namdekan traveled to Kenya.
Okay.
They were never in a good time. All these things we know. Ask those people, those stupid people that are coming to tell you that Mazen Namdekan did this on this other one. Ask them, how many people has Uchechi went to visit Mazen Namdekan?
Thank you.
Uchechi traveled to Nigeria to go and visit the Jofo in his office and Mark Ezokome and Ifanyoba. But he did not occur to her to go to DSS Donjo and visit her husband. All she could do is to do a Photoshop where Mazen Namdekan is lying down on a bed in London and post it on social media, and DOS people were sharing it. That Uchechi has gone to visit Mazen Namdekan, which is a lie.
A lie.
Because our Prime Minister debunked that Photoshop, and all of them debunked it, that it is a lie. This is not DSS Gonjo. That this is not even Nigeria. Understand? So let these people that are saying all these things, then let them not think that we are fool or maybe we are stupid. We are not stupid. We know everything that is going on. Anybody who is doing his own, let them continue doing what they're doing. But I can assure them that they can never stop this freedom. Mazen Namdekan can tell you whatever you want to do, anyhow you want to sabotage our freedom, you better come out and begin to sabotage it now. Because not even in a trillion years can you stop what we are doing.
Exactly.
And remember what our Prime Minister told these ones that have betrayed him. He told them, you can never betray me and succeed.
Never.
Has they succeeded?
Never.
They have not succeeded. And Pastor Vam Vam, remember I told you that you people should be very, very careful inside the government. The people that are remaining, that they have not finished. Are they not the one fighting Imam Madam? Are they not the one fighting you? Saying that Imam Maraba is not capable. So they are the one who is capable. So that they will finish the betraying of our Prime Minister.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. You know, some people are just mad in their head. Who is this one? William Onyeka. He said, if you are Minister of Information, then why is Nwanjoku no longer PM or even Mazi? But now, Simon Ekpa, you are a madman. You are just a madman.
Didn't this guy hear us calling him our Prime Minister?
And I'm going to block you now. I'm going to block you for this comment you made. I'm going to block you now because you are just a Satan. You are a Satan. I'm going to block you. You are an idiotic Satan. When I tell you I'm the armor bearer of the Prime Minister, didn't you hear me say you are a bastard? William Onyeka, God punish you. You are a madman.
I didn't call him our Prime Minister.
No, don't worry. I call him Simon Ekpa. I didn't call him Prime Minister. Thunder fire your nyash. Idiot, satanic agent. He's our Prime Minister for life, and all this your propaganda, this your lie spirit, it will not help you in any way. I tell you, if you come for the Prime Minister, I will come for your tabiem gire. You say I'm Information Minister. Why not? He's my PM forever. He's our PM forever. Thunder fire you, idiot.
We doesn't have 2 PM.
We don't have 2 PM. We have 1 PM. Look at you, satanic agent. You're telling me why am I not calling him PM? Is there any time I've deviated from calling Simon Ekpa my PM? Thunder fire you and destroy your generation, idiot.
So, Pastor Vam Vam, you people should be very, very strong. Like I told you, be you who, even if it is me, Pastor Vam Vam, if you see that I am going wrong, Oga, give it to me, bomba to bomba. Don't relent. Because our leader said we can only get this freedom in righteousness.
Yes.
Because the God we are serving is the God of justice and is the God of righteousness. Our God abhorred iniquity.
Somebody's in the studio. Let us allow him. Don't go yet. Fine. Somebody in the studio. Okay. Let us give him microphone. Don't for real. Please unmute yourself. This guy just make me angry now. So some people just know how to. They are watching your program, but because their mind is full of evil, they're just looking for how to accuse you of one lie. That's why they will go to one platform. Somebody will tell them, Vam 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 is working with Ebe Kodike, and they will follow it. They will believe it. They will believe it. And even if I come out and swear with my life and swear my generation, they will hear that one. They will keep quiet. They will not talk. They will not talk. But the next time I'm talking, and say, why am I calling Simon? I'm not calling him Prime Minister. You are a madman. You are a madman. Satanic demons.
As a Vam Vam Vam
bastard said that I am irrelevant. As long as I am irrelevant, you will perish because you are not truthful. There is no light in you. You will perish because you are a Ekwensu. You will perish. Please go ahead and talk, Don, for real.
As a Vam Vam Vam, good evening from here.
Your voice is very low. Why?
Can you hear me?
No, your voice is very, very low.
Oh my God. What thing happened now?
Why? They use earpiece. Maybe you should remove the earpiece or something.
No. I know use the earpiece.
Can you hear him?
I can't even hear anything. I cannot.
Okay, you are on the phone. You are on the phone. You cannot hear anything. Oh yeah. Let me see if the people that are watching will hear you, but I doubt.
Oh my God. Okay, if you can hear me.
Yes, so honestly, what is wrong with some people in this our freedom fighting? Many have lost their senses completely. I'm telling you, somebody just their life now. One bastard come here and say, I am not calling Simon Ekpa our PM. I'm calling him Simon. Can you imagine the madness? Just imagine the madness. You will still go to one platform now and go and say, Vam 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 is no longer supporting Simon Ekpa. He's calling him Simon. He's no longer supporting PM. So anytime I want to say Simon Ekpa, I must put PM in the front before you know that I am calling him my PM. So if I want to call the name of my prime minister, before I put Simon Ekpa, I must say PM. So for you to know that I support him as PM, every minute I mention his name, I must put PM in the front. If you are not a mad person.
All those one are DOS agent.
I put Onyendu in the front.
Can you hear me?
We don't have 2 PM and we don't have 2 Onyendu.
Hello, Pastor Vava, can you hear me?
And we have only 1
don't for real. Your voice is very, very low. Okay, they say we can hear him. Okay, they say they can hear you. Go ahead.
I say that person that wrote that thing is the DOS agent.
Okay, no wonder. It's good that I block him.
Yes. You know, they are falling and they are fighting tooth and nail. So nothing left again from them. So why I come up just two things. I don't want to stay long. This video you post here, this video have been a long time. That is almost 3 to 4 years ago. I watched this.
Okay.
Yes, almost 3 to 4 years ago. So I'm here because of Pope. You know, God exposed them.
Yes.
All their evil. You know, there is one of my friends. Me we can discuss. Is it not yesterday? I mean, the first day. Church na scam. You know, this church of a thing na scam. That's why they fight Israel. Israel are not Christian. They are Jewish. So they want to do everything to eliminate Israel, wipe them away. And you see, British, European Union, some part of America, UN, their hand did there. They are planning to finish Israel and Biafra. I'm just telling you the truth. You know.
Okay, hold on. If I will call you back.
Yeah.
It's because your call is on. That's why I'm not hearing him. Now I know the reason. So
Okay.
I will call you back. Okay.
No problem.
So I should continue. Abi?
Yeah, continue. Now I can hear you well. Now because I put the earpiece, I could hear you very
Yes,
well.
okay.
And I
Okay,
noticed
okay.
that it's because if I call is still on. That's why I could not hear you. Now I can hear you very, very clearly. Continue.
All right. You see, like all this Nigeria pastor Adeboye, Oyedipo, Mountain of Fire Mountain, all this one, all of them, they are criminals.
Yes.
They are every time this devil not they die. Every time they must pray for the devil. And I don't know how our people still continue to live in blind. Living in blind, bloody light. They are sucking your blood. Yeah, my guy, my eye don't open since when Mass Nanakano preach about church. My eye open. And if you watch Europe now, no before you see all these young boy, young girls go church a hard. You can never see them. Everybody walk. No only when some of them don't old, they will just waka go hold yourself. You understand? So church na scam. That is why now Funani this European Union and the British they won't use Funani to turn everyone in that zoo to Islam because our people blind.
Yes.
Our people blind because they don't want to wake up. They are every time somebody slap you for a year, you turn the other side, maybe then cut your neck, all this kind thing. So I thank you so much, Pastor Vam Vam. Forget all the other things people have been talking, saying so many things. You are right. You are the only one now, which everybody know. You are the only one fighting for Biafra. Forget all this metudiot, all those people. You know, say because money not they enter their hand again. No. That's why they fight DOS.
Naim.
Money, but actually idiots. Money don't finish. They're not they pay them again for 400 euros. Not they enter their hand again. No. That is why all of them now come turn. That one come. He say some like okay, now you know say some like good since so many years. You fight this guy, fight. That time you don't know say the guy good. Now when money not they enter your hand again, and now you know say some like good. They are all evil. And what thing they pay me for where because me are from Agbo, we are all evil. What thing they pay me for this Igbo my Igbo brother, they don't know waiting won't come. If not be Biafra Devotional Army,
I'm telling you.
You see that Igbo land every must you must become Islam. You refuse, you go down. Yes, and no media, nothing where you want to report them. Even now, European Union sign with zoo the integrate Boko Haram terrorists. Can like Germany, as Germany been and Germany feel allow terrorists enter their land. Talk to enter their army, police. Huh?
They want to finish. They want to finish Nigeria complete. That's why.
So if they don't want wake up, say that hatred when your mama, your papa don't do, it not favor them. You want to carry them. Hatred. You hate Masna Nekano. You hate Samuel Ekpa. You know nothing. You hate yourself. Ojale, Onweya. Who hold ground, hold himself. You know, say what you sow. If you not get your children, they will. But assuming this man, what they used to call him, after Ojuku,
was Rike.
No, this man that fight for one Nigeria.
After Ojuku.
That Igbo man from Anambra. Zik. Assuming Zik get sense. Zik know what thing they do. This fight, you know, now, you know, say now Zik suppose children now can they fight this fight. Assuming Zik John Ojuku fight, me are you not supposed to come out now can they talk all this everything for good. But he refused to do it. That is why me are you. And if others refuse to do what they're supposed to do now, children will come and suffer it again. Thank you, Pastor Vam Vam Vam. Now Agbo boy they talk to you soon.
I know. Thank you so much, my brother.
All right.
Your friend Define don't call today now. They happy. You know, you say you like a fine contribution.
Yeah. No, that guy too much. Anytime he come on a morning show, they listen to him. They give point. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. All right. Let's continue. Now, listening to one of our comments here is very important. Our brother David Uzoichina said, look at David Uzoichina's comment. Nigeria is in serious panic. Credible intelligence sources reveal that Britain is behind the narrative. They are seeking a conciliatory method with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as instructed by White House. That they are seeking reconciliatory method with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And let me tell you, no matter how reconciliatory they want to seek with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the only thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is asking for is freedom. Freedom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never settle for Nigeria. And that is why I tell them, the more you hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, thinking that you can persuade him to join you in one Nigeria, you people should be thanking God that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is rejecting Nigeria for you. Because do you know the reason why some of you are still alive even? God is still sparing you. It's because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is leaving you a lifeline. It's because Mazi Simon Ekpa is leaving you a lifeline. If those people, if they succeed, for example, now they succeed in making them believe in one Nigeria, everything about Nigeria will consume completely. The reason why there is still life there, let me give you a secret today. The reason why you are still surviving and you are still struggling, and then Boko Haram is still fighting and you are still fighting them and there is news reporting it, is because these people are still standing firm, asking for your liberation from that Nigeria. If every one of them give up on that liberation and they become one Nigeria, like you, then God will remove his hands completely. Because God is still putting his hand there to secure his own. That's why I'm giving you a secret now. I'm giving you a God-inspired secret. The attention of God is still on you because there is still Mazi Nnamdi Kanu standing for your freedom. If you ever succumb and maybe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out and you surrender and you become one Nigeria, and then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out and you surrender and you become one Nigeria, I bet you with my 10 fingers and my 10 toes, you will not survive another 6 months. You will not survive another 6 months. You will all perish. All of you. That place will become like Turkey. It will become like Algeria. Christianity will be dead. You know what they call Christianity? It will be, those of you in the middle belt, The lifeline you still have today, take it or leave it, is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Those of you in Southern Kaduna in Plateau, the lifeline you have today is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have told you, look, there is a safe haven for you in Biafra. Do not be afraid, thinking that, one Nigeria, if they know, where will you go to? We have enough place to accommodate you in Biafra land. Every one of you Christians in Southern Kaduna, every one of you Christians in Benue, every one of you Christians in Plateau, if they insist that they do not want you to have your own indigenous country, mass exodus to Biafra, we will safeguard you. You don't believe me? I will give you the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on that. I have the message saved on my phone here. I will bring it. So that's the last saving grace. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu know. So any negotiation they are having, thinking that they can convince Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is dead on arrival, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows that the only life that will be left is those that are standing away from Nigeria. Nigeria is already doomed. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, obodo ekwensu bụ Nigeria, obodo Chineke kpọrọ ọkụ, obodo Chineke kpọrọ ashị, obodo Chineke bụrụ ọnụ. Nigeria, there's a spell on Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's mother loved Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so much. They come to tell him, how will you convince Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to become one Nigeria? He listened to you. The woman told them, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is called by God. I don't have a say. Anything he says is being directed by God. I cannot change his mind. They came to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's father. They told him, Israel Kanu. They told him, Nnamdi Kanu is your son. Why can't you convince him? He told them, look, my hands are off. The one that gave him to us have already collected him away from us. He is now serving the purpose of God Almighty. I don't have any say. And those people, as much as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu loved them, they took them away from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Up to today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have not been able to go and see where they were buried. Up to today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have not been able to actually do a burial ceremony for them. Up to today. Every day, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sleeps and wakes up. He is angry with Nigeria. So those of you going to meet him to be at peace with Nigeria, you people are making a huge mistake. Every day, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wakes up. Every day he sleeps and wakes up. He's a man of God. He wakes up, he's angry with Nigeria. And that is to say, every day, God Almighty is angry with Nigeria. If you think I'm lying, continue your one Nigeria. There's somebody that understood that very well. This lady, I don't know, maybe she's a Muslim, maybe she's an Hausa lady. The way she spoke angrily here, you may see it as an attack or whatever. Me, I see it as a very serious concern from somebody who knows the importance of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Somebody who is seeing how Nigeria is bringing in repentant terrorists into their system. And yet, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is locked up in Sokoto prison. Listen to this lady. Listen to her. Her anger.
Before, when you hear Igbo man.
Hold on. Her anger is something else. Well, how did I title it? I titled that, say, this is a harsh truth. The person that posted it say, is this insult or is it a harsh truth? And I said, this thing is nothing but a truth that may be very harsh for you to receive. Whichever way you take it, it is the truth. Listen to her.
Before, when you hear Igbo man speak, you hear authority, you hear respect. But as I'm talking to you now, when you hear Igbo man talk, you just see now one animal they talk. Igbo people are reduced to zero, no dignity, no respect. Your brother not do anything in their prison, they die slowly, Nnamdi Kanu. But the people where they buy us for Nigeria are recruited back to their family. 700 repentant Boko Haram. Now Nigeria still they pay them to live a good life. And they are still killing more. But Nigerian government, they are still in Igbo land. They find youth to join army so that there will be more killing. So they will kill the more Igbo youths. Igbos are zero. The legend where they look up to, they tell us we should relax. That Tinubu is fixing Nigeria. The one where they say they get sense, where be actress. They are useless on TikTok or Facebook. They beg for coins. Useless set of people. If not to fight their brother, they go they fight. Igbo billionaire, how far? I be billionaire na for math, water na belle. God go punish all of una. You guys cannot speak for your brothers, but the Kanu people, the northern side, the governors, they come out to speak for their brother. When they kill them, somebody can kill 100 and will be recruited back to the society. But your brother did not kill anyone. They adopted him from Kenya or Uganda, come Nigeria, and you guys are on social media fighting for waiting no get sense. If not VDM this, VDM that, you guys are very stupid. The Igbos, majority of the Igbos are very useless. I'm a businessman, are rubbish. They are all criminals, thieves. Time to talk, to bring out that your ego, the power, and I not bring her out. Your brother is dying slowly in the prison. The only man that can never be bought. Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria is killing him slowly. And you guys are here telling us we should relax. Igbo are the most useless.
The only man that can never be bought. When she's saying Igbo as the most useless, some of you will just be sentimental. And you say Igbo are the most, you are Igbo. Me, I'm Igbo. And I have nothing wrong with whatever this lady is saying. Nothing wrong with what she's saying. Even Mazinam Ganu, he used to talk to his people like that. His own people from Abia State. His own people from what's the name of Mazinam Ganu's place? What's the name of that place? Mazinam Ganu place. What's the name of where Oju Zokalo? The capital of Abia State. What's that name? What's the name of their capital? You know, this Nigeria name. Somebody remind me. His own people, Mazam Khan will tell them on. He said, yes, Umuahia. Mazam Khan said, Umuahia people, Umuahia. On sit at home day, Umuahia will be busy doing their business. Mazam Khan will say, they are my people from Umuahia. He said, they are useless people. Umuahia. Nnamdi Kanu by himself will condemn Umuahia. Yes, Umuahia. Afaruku Umuahia. Mazinam Kanu will condemn them, his own people. He tell you that, look, Mazinam Kanu will tell you that they are the most useless people on earth. Umuahia. Thank you, my deputy is watching. Umuahia. You will condemn them. So for those of you that will go for this lady, before you try it, I want to remind you that even Mazinam Kanu has a word for Umuahia people, his own people. He called them the most useless people. Most useless people. How can an Igbo man, can't you see the systemic attack on the Igbo? Can't you see the systemic plan against you? Can't you see? In Nigeria, Peter Obi won election 2023. Peter Obi won Tinubu. Are you guys not aware? Even though we did not vote for Peter Obi, hello, in Biafra land, we were able to make sure that Biafrans did not partake in that election. Yet, Peter Obi won. Hello? Are you guys listening to me? Even though, do you know how many people registered for that election in Biafra land? Only Biafra side alone. Over 20 million. How many million did they say voted according to the record they have? Less than 4 million. The record they have. And you know, most of the records they have are always not genuine record. Yet, on that, with the physical results available, Peter Obi won. Who are they attacking in Nigeria? Peter Obi. Biafra. They're calling him Biafra. Did Peter Obi in any way, at any point, support the Biafra movement? The answer is no. So that shows you as stupid and as foolish as you are, kicking against Biafra movement, as only Igbo that you are, they still consider you a Biafran. You are stupid. That's how foolish you are. Belena water. We must fight very hard. We want to be in the center. In the center, in center. Center of where? Center of criminality? Center of fraud? Mazinam Kanu have seen it all. And he said there is no way Nigeria will ever work. It's not possible. It's not possible. So all this effort you are making for one Nigeria, you are ignoring Mazinam Kanu. And you are thinking one Nigeria. And then they are trying to buy your conscience with all the city boy movements. Tinubu invested billions and billions in Alibo because they know that they have already disappointed you. and they have nothing for you, but now they will flaunt in all their money resources to you, making you believe through their criminal politicians that you are with them. When everything finish, they will give you the music. Look at, are you people not following? The boy that committed crime in UK 2018, a Yoruba boy, they put Igbo name to it. When they were busted, they quickly went and did fake passport. They did fake passport and they wrote the name. And the funny thing is that anytime they do the thing, they will always be busted. They did fake passports. They wrote the name. They made mistake in the name. Yeah? They were busted. And you know one funny thing? The shameless Nigerian police, they are the people that will come out to post it first. You people say we call his name. They will not be telling you his mother is Igbo, his father is. Bunch of criminal liars. You think you have a future with those people? That's why you do not need to, for any reason, attack this lady because she's calling your people useless people, bunch of fools. Look, you have to admit our people are bunch of fools, useless people. Because if you are useful, you will never be supporting Nigeria system for no reason. You will just leave all those criminal politicians, leave them. Let's focus on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom. We call for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's protest. You will come out. We call for support for the legal team. You will come out and support them. You will support them. But no, you will not. You are hoping that one day Peter Obi will become president. If they can try to frustrate Tinubu, like this by making sure that they support their criminal terrorists. What do you think they will do to Peter Obi? If they are doing this to Tinubu is a Muslim. Tinubu is a Muslim. Except if Peter Obi, maybe before they will give him, he will not tell them, I have converted to Muslim. And even if you convert to Muslim as an Igbo man, you are still Nyamini. Nyamini is still Nyamini. You convert or you don't convert, you are still Nyamini. If they can treat Tinubu the way they are treating him now, the Muslim people, they can try to frustrate him. You think it's Peter Obi they will spare? No, you think they will spare Peter Obi? I want to start this message again from this our sister. This obviously from her accent, from the accent of this lady, she must be from the north. She's not an Igbo girl, but she has seen what is happening. She decided to call our people. Let me even insult them. Let me abuse them. Maybe they will wake up. I'm telling you, do not see it as an insult. See it as a wake-up call. They are integrating terrorists. 744 terrorists are integrated. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the only man they could not buy, she said it in this her video. Listen to it again. The only man they could not buy is still in prison. Listen to her.
Before, when you hear Igbo man speak, you hear authority, you hear respect. But as I'm talking to you now, when you hear Igbo man talk, you just see now one animal they talk. Igbo people are reduced to zero, no dignity, no respect. Your brother not do anything in their prison, they die slowly, Nnamdi Kanu. But the people where they buy us for Nigeria are recruited back to their family. 700 repentant Boko Haram. Now Nigeria still they pay them to live a good life, and they are still killing more. But Nigerian government, they are still in Igbo land. They find youth to join army so that there will be more killing. So they will kill the more Igbo youths. Igbos are zero. The legend where they look up to, they tell us we should relax. That Tinubu is fixing Nigeria. The one where they say they get sense, will be actress. They are useless on TikTok or Facebook. They beg for coins. Useless set of people. If not to fight their brother, they go they fight. Igbo billionaire, how far? I be billionaire and for mat. Watana belle. God go punish all of them. You guys cannot speak for your brothers, but the Kanu people, the northern side, the governors, they come out to speak for their brother. When they kill them, somebody can kill 100 and will be recruited back to the society. But your brother did not kill anyone. They adopted him from Kenya or Uganda. Come Nigeria, and you guys are on social media fighting for waiting no get sense. If not VDM this, VDM that, you guys are very stupid. The Igbos, majority of the Igbos are very useless. I'm a businessman, are rubbish. They are all criminals, thieves. Time to talk, to bring out that your ego, the power, and I not bring her out. Your brother is dying slowly in the prison. The only man that can never be bought. Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria is killing him slowly. And you guys are here telling us we should relax. Igbo are the most useless people in Nigeria. Mark my word.
She knows what she's saying. Don't fight her. Don't go and insult her. The only thing you need to do is to prove her wrong. My sister, I will not fight you. The only thing we want to do is to prove her wrong. And me and you, we can unite together and prove her wrong, that we are not useless. And I know that majority of us are not useless. I know that you and I know that the useless ones are those that think they have money, are those that think they have businesses, and that if their business, if we have Biafra, that their business will close down. Do you understand? That's what they think. But me and you, we know that they are useless. And our brother here wrote, David's Uzoichina. Very soon, even the Fulani will soon start being nice and loving to the Igbos. Watch out. Very soon. They will come with that strategy again. Very soon. It is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa's effect at work. Igbos must be wise and not trade their inheritance of a portion of porridge. Very soon you will see them. Fulani will be coming. The way Peter Obi is going to go to mosque and sit down and hug Erufai. Forgetting that it is the same Erufai that joined Tinubu against him in 2023. Did Obi not win the election in 2023? Did we fight for him and say that let him rule? Because we know that him even being there will spare more doom to us. Because Obi already promised them that if he becomes president, the people he will help more are those from the north. He already promised them. So Obi's presidency was not even going to favor Ndibo. It was going to favor Fulani. He already promised them. It was going to favor Fulani. Just you see Tinubu's presidency, he's trying to favor Yoruba people. He's giving them money, giving them everything, giving them up, giving them position everywhere. But it is going to backfire very, very soon. Very soon it will backfire. Very soon. So I don't know. Let me see if there is another update here that I will play, because there are some videos that I actually wanted to bring. Our brother JC.
Before, when you hear
JC said something here. There's one video I shared. I want to bring it. Maybe. Oh, this our sister knows how to talk. Let's listen to our sister Lillian. This is our beautiful sister. This is our sister that has a lot of wisdom. Her name is Lillian. If you're not following this sister on X, Lillian Ogechi. Some of them, you see the way I'm even promoting this lady now. If you ask her something now, she will have one or two things against our prime minister. But at the end of the day, I don't know why they are not even realizing that it is our prime minister that has even brought us this far, giving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that second chance to even overcome the zoo and even be in Sokoto prison. If not for Simon Ekpa, the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would have become story now. But let me leave it. She says a lot of things. She does well, by analysis and by, bringing the news out, But let's listen to what she says about this Nigeria army here. Listen to her.
It will be recalled that on Friday, the federal government announced that 744 former terrorists, along with victims of violent extremism, have completed a rehabilitation program and are set to be reintegrated into the society. Aloy Ejimako, the lawyer representing the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has made a strong appeal to Nigerians who still believe in justice and fairness. He urged them to speak up and call on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to order the unconditional release of thousands of Igbo youths who are currently being held in detention centers across the country. According to him, many of these young men have not been taken to court or properly tried. Instead, they remain locked up simply because they are suspected of having links with IPOB. He urged that this situation is deeply troubling and raises serious concerns about justice, human rights, and equal treatment under the law. Ejimako stressed that these youths deserve to regain their freedom, especially when compared to individuals who have been labeled as repentant terrorists and have also been released or reintegrated into the society. In his view, it is difficult to understand why those accused of far more serious crimes are being given a second chance. Why many Igbo youth continue to remain behind bars without due process. It will be recalled that on Friday, the federal government announced that 744 former terrorists, along with victims of violent extremism, have completed a rehabilitation program and are set to be reintegrated into the society. This program, known as Operation Safe Corridor, focuses on de-radicalization, rehabilitation, and reintegration. Otoru na nke ndị Igbo terrorists, ndị Hausa wụ prodigal son. Nigerian government. This development has sparked a serious question in the minds of many people. Why is the government willing to release and reintegrate individuals widely known for violent activities, while at the same time, thousands of youths and men from southeastern Nigeria are still being detained without trial under the suspicion of being IPOB members? The concern being raised is about fairness and consistency. If individuals associated with the concern being raised is about fairness and consistency. If individuals associated with groups like Boko Haram, who have been linked to deadly attacks in the north, can be pardoned and given another opportunity to live freely, then it seems only reasonable in the eyes of many that these detained IPOB youths should also be considered for release, or at least be given a fair and timely trial. Don't miss out. Register your kids in our Igbo and mathematics classes today. If your kids don't know how to speak Igbo or solve maths, bring them into.
Thank you very much. This is a very fantastic one again. And yes, Dele found to me. Our brother wrote here, Dele found to me recently stated that the sit-at-home ordered by Mazinam Khan was effective initially until the miscreants in Igbo land hijacked it after MNK's arrest, or it should be MNK's kidnap. Anyway, thank you. Now you see that. So if you people, if you don't know that, look, we need to unite and stop this nonsense. Listen, this is an old video of Yakubu Gowon. They said here, he said very interesting things, and I want us to listen to it. Very old video of Yakubu Gowon. Let's listen to what he had to say here. I have not listened to it, but the title I saw, it said, we did not want the Igbos to leave Nigeria because of their crude oil. Let's hear where he said it in this video.
Northern domination politically. The North feared the domination of the South, educationally, commercially, etc. And I think it is the fear of the major fear of political domination was really what brought about the coup of 1966, which seemed to be one-sided. And it's mainly the northern leadership, both in the political as well as military, that were eliminated, and that engendered the crisis. Now, it was because Ojukwu or the East felt that after what happened in January and July, and a lot of the killings in September, in August, September, October, and subsequently, that the Igbos had to run to their own particular area, and I know that I had to even make sure that the soldiers separated, for a while. Otherwise, you never know what will happen. The animosity if they are within the same barracks. So I had to allow them to go back to their domain. Now it was, when Ojukwu, the East, felt that they have no because of what has happened, they have no further stake in the country. They decided they wanted to break away from the country. Now, that was really what brought about the civil war. And of course, I said, as a soldier, I'm supposed to defend my nation. And now, as a head of state, I cannot allow the nation to break up. Like Winston Churchill said that he was not made prime minister to preside over the dissolution of the empire when India was wanted to become independent. So that was the point, and I decided that we should not, I should not allow Nigeria to break away. We will not allow any part to secede. Now, of course, Ojukwu wanted, if he succeeded, yes, with the oil, the major oil is in his own part of the country at that time, is in the eastern part of the country. Yes, in fact, he would be independent, he would be financially robust, and then who knows, he might probably go even beyond that to start reconquering the rest of the country so that he can be the president of the country. So the oil is not the...
Are you hearing it? Are you hearing the confession now? I think it was towards the end of the interview that he said that. Listen to him. So he admitted that the oil was in the major, the oil was more on the side where Ojukwu is. So he was scared that Ojukwu will become whatever conquer. But this man, the reason why this man is still alive is because he has not said the truth yet. This man failed to admit that Ojukwu never wanted any of this nonsense. All that Ojukwu wanted was the agreement in Aburi. Ojukwu never wanted to break away. He just wanted regionalism. The agreement in Aburi, everybody will manage their own resources, and then there's some part of the resources will go to the center. Was that not the agreement in Aburi? They agreed. Gowon saw it. It was fair enough. They agreed. But Britain and along that some other people, some other figures, in Nigeria said no, don't agree. Because if you agree, these people will be so powerful. They will become so powerful. And that was the reason. That was the reason why they refused to obey the Aburi Accord. But here, he's lying and saying that it's because oil was much in our side. Of course, it was the interest of the oil that made them to tell this guy not to agree. But let me tell you, there are so many more resources, even on the side where this shameless man comes from. In the Plateau. Plateau is supposed to be one of the best environments in the whole world. Their weather is unique in the Plateau. But look at what this place has been turned into. Listen to him here where he was admitting that it's because of the oil.
The country at that time is in the... Now, of course, Ojukwu wanted, if he succeeded, yes, with the oil, the major oil is in his own part of the country. Of course, Ojukwu wanted, if he succeeded, yes, with the oil, the major oil is in his own part of the country at that time. Of course, Ojukwu wanted, if he succeeded, yes, with the oil, the major oil is in his own part of the country at that time, is in the eastern part of the country. Yes, in fact, he would be independent, he would be financially robust, and then who knows, he might probably go even beyond that to start reconquering the rest of the country so that he can be the president of the country. So the oil is not the...
So they were thinking that Ojukwu was going to conquer and then become the president of the country. You see that? They never want to give you chance to become president at any point. Even when Ojukwu was asking for regionalism, he's lying now that Ojukwu would have conquered and became president of the country. Ojukwu never wanted presidency at all. Anyway, so this was just for some of you that may not have been aware of this history, I had to bring it to you. Now, this is another video I want to play, and I want us to listen to this. I have to listen to it together with you because it's that are benefiting. I saw it, I shared it, and let's hear what this man had to say about the danger of one Nigeria. Let's go.
At this point in time, there is a need for us to ask ourselves, who are the benefactors of one Nigeria? Who are the people that are benefiting from one Nigeria? Is Nigeria truly one? The most stupid thing I've come to understand over time is the fact that whenever somebody come up to talk about a need to divide Nigeria, a lot of fools think that it is a bad idea. We see it as a bad thing. We see it as a criminal offense for somebody to say Nigeria is supposed to be divided. Meanwhile, Nigeria is not united. From 1914 up till date, when Nigeria was amalgamated till this point, if you take a look at a critical aspect of our society, you will realize that the Northerners have been migrating to the South in uncountable number, the same way the Southerners have been migrating to the North. And this migration has been very, very active. But yet, if you talk about Northern Nigeria, it is easy for you to know the people of Northern Nigeria and segregate them. If you talk about Southern Nigeria, it is easy for you to segregate them. Why? Because there was no intermarital affairs between these people. And what has been preventing the intermarital affairs? Igbo cannot marry Hausa. Hausa cannot marry Igbo. Yoruba cannot marry Hausa. Hausa cannot marry Yoruba. Because of what? Religious and cultural differences. And sometimes we compare ourselves to US, to different countries of the world, to China. If you go to China, there is nothing like somebody from North China cannot marry somebody from South China. Everybody in China, once they meet themselves, they find love within themselves, they get married to themselves. The same thing with America. There's nothing like there is a part of America that not marry the other part of America. But in Nigeria, if we have been intermarrying within ourselves since the amalgamation of Nigeria till this point, it would have been very, very, very difficult for you to talk about one ethnic group successfully, because we would have had over 11 million people whose father are Igbo and their mothers are Hausa, and over 20 million people whose father are Hausa and their mothers are Igbo. The same thing with Yoruba. And that intermarital relationship would have deleted everything that has to do with tribalism and nepotism among us. But it is not possible. So you will see that the amalgamation of Nigeria was done in a very clinical manner that keep us segregated, so that there will be, it's just like mixing a cup of oil with a cup of water, knowing fully well that they will not mix together, so that we can easily be exploited. And whenever you talk about one Nigeria, who are the people that are benefiting from it? A very few elites, who are the stakeholders of the British business that has been invented. So why is it possible for new countries to be formed in Europe? If you go to Europe from the year 2000 to 2026, as we speak, almost 30 countries have been formed. New countries, without agitation, without war, without fight. So why is it easy for new countries to be formed in other places around the globe? Kosovo, Serbia, Slovakia, Montenegro, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, different countries. New countries have been formed peacefully. But if it comes down to our own place here, to form a new country is a big deal. Why? Mind you, if you go to Europe, you will realize that Lagos is bigger than countries like Greece, Portugal, Sweden, Switzerland, Belgium, different countries of Europe, Lagos alone. And I bet you that all the states in Nigeria, including the smallest states, Ebonyi State and Bayelsa and wherever, Nasarawa State, are far bigger than many countries of the world. So I ask you, why is it a crime? Why is it a sin to talk about a new country in Nigeria, in Africa, without conflict? Why can't we divide without fighting, without conflict? And who is behind these conflicts that we experience whenever we talk about division? Nigeria is a blessed country, and virtually every region, every part of this country have abundance of mineral resources that they can rely upon. So if we are talking about the division of Nigeria, we are not even supposed to be talking about dividing into 2 or 3 or 4. And the most idiotic thing that has happened in Nigeria is to talk about the 3 major ethnic groups. There is no need for us to talk about any ethnic group as being the major ethnic group, because if you have a 3 major ethnic group where Hausa is the biggest, Yoruba and Igbo, then how will you now talk about the other ethnic groups? So Igbo is comfortable that they are number 3, Yoruba is comfortable that they are number 2, Hausa is comfortable that they are number 1. How about the people that are number 20, number 30, number 40? We are not supposed to have the same country by nature. Because if you talk about agriculture, for instance, why the southern part of Nigeria is planning their farming system in such a manner that excessive rainfall should be controlled in their farm, the northern part of Nigeria is planning their agricultural system in such a manner that excessive drought should be controlled through irrigation. So if you are making your ridges in the north to conserve water around your plant roots in the north, somebody in the south is making their ridges in such a manner that will overflow excess water from the plant root. But yet we are studying the same curriculum, we are studying the same agriculture, we are using the same textbooks But the environmental dispensation of these two regions are completely different. And the cultural practices that could work in the northern part of Nigeria cannot work in the southern part of Nigeria. If you go to the north, a typical northern child will have to.
Now they see brain. There are intellectuals in this country. But if you see this guy, I don't know him. I don't know this guy. I don't know where he's come from. But if you see the way he's analyzing, he's even bringing another idea or another, brain into the dangerous diversity. Apart from the diversity of language and culture, there is also the diversity of weather. There's also the diversity of weather that we don't even consider. Do you understand? Why didn't we have United States of Nigeria? If we really wanted that Nigeria to be big, why didn't we have United States of Nigeria? Why didn't we have was that not what Gojuku and the Aburi Accord agreed on? We'll be able to have United States. Everyone will now have their own region. But no. Today, the problem is, Nigeria is indivisible. Because of the interest of a few criminals. Continue, my brother. Very interesting.
But the environmental dispensation of these two regions are completely different. And the cultural practices that could work in the northern part of Nigeria cannot work in the southern part of Nigeria.
Intelligence.
If you go to the north, a typical northern child will have to learn Arabic language through the Quran, learn Hausa language, and learn English language. Just one child. Just one child learning 3 languages. Tell me why they won't become an alemajiri or idiots. Tell me how they can be able to function effectively when a child is being bugged with 3 different complex languages with complex lexicons being comprehended by one single child. Nobody thinks about the impact of such confusion. You are putting a little child, they must study Arabic to learn the...
You see that diversity is dangerous. I am in Italy. Before I'm able to integrate into Italian system, I must learn their language. Now go and stay with your mommy. I must learn their language. Thank you, my boy. I must learn their language. If you know Sabi Italian language, nothing. Before you become a citizen in this country, you must pass through a school. There's a school, this is the language school. You will pass it. You will have the certificate that you have passed it. You must integrate fully. You will not come with your English and come and use English to bamboozle an Italian. Go to Spain. You will not use your Italian language and go and bamboozle a Spanish. No, they are Spanish people. Just like in England. I cannot go to England now to go and bamboozle them with my Italian language. No, they are English people. Now the same English people come to Nigeria and they want to bamboozle us with their English. So when somebody cannot speak English in Nigeria, you call that person an illiterate because he can't speak English. Are you an English person? Are you English? The answer is no. You see, that thing must, if it doesn't end, what I do? Let me continue. This guy is very intelligent, very smart.
Bugged with 3 different complex languages with complex lexicons being comprehended by one single child. Nobody thinks about the impact of such confusion. You are putting a little child, they must study Arabic to learn the Quran. They read from the left to the right to know the Quran. Then they read from the right to the left to know chemistry and mathematics. Tell me how it can work. And if you look at the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the lawmakers, take a look at the complexity of grammar they are speaking there. Take a look at the English they are speaking on the floor of our Senate. For a country where over 70% of the citizens are illiterates. So, if you are making laws for your citizens and you are making such laws in language they don't understand, how can somebody obey a law they don't understand, the law they cannot interpret? And you are talking about one Nigeria. Nigeria is due for segregation. It's due for division. Anybody that tells you anything otherwise is just fooling you. And there is abundance of mineral resources in every region of this country to sustain itself. I won't lie to you. There is no revolution that can change the status of this country. There is no protest. There is no, whether peaceful or violent, that can turn Nigeria into a good country. The only way Nigeria can get better is to divide peacefully. Let us have a national confab, sit on a round table, know how many countries Nigeria can be divided to peacefully, considering the ethnic.
Now, this is the point where Mazen Nnamdi Kanu got to. This is the point where our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, got to. There's no way. And that is the point I wanted to bring our good friend, Mike Arnold, which I thank God I have his contact now. I want to schedule a program between myself my deputy and Mike Arnold, so that we can have an interactive section. Mike Arnold is becoming very interesting now, and I love the way he's interacting with the world. And when he spoke on the X the other day, I was so overwhelmed with his knowledge, his vast knowledge about the Nigerian history and the Biafran history. Very, very interesting. And this point is where he has not gotten to. He believes that there's a way we can work things out. There's no way. This guy has said it. Now, and even Mazi Kana has said it. Even if you carry Nigeria and give it to Jesus Christ, somebody that have Jesus Christ comes now, I say, to become the president of Nigeria, it cannot work. Even Jesus Christ did not create the world to work with the way Nigeria is going. For Jesus Christ to come and make Nigeria work, it means that he will be going against the nature he created. If Jesus Christ comes and tells us that he will make Nigeria work, that means he will be going against his own creative standard of this world, whereby everybody have their own clan. Even in Israel, the history of creation, Israel, they have their own standard. Everybody, every clan, they have their clan, they have their language, they have their culture. Everybody. That is the standard of living, the standard of creation. That is the way the world is framed to work. Nigeria cannot be created differently. Those of you asking that Nigeria should work, all you are telling God is, God, you don't know what you are doing. Nigeria must work outside of your own plan. For Nigeria to work the way it is going, the way it was created by Britain, it will mean that God has to recreate the system of the world again. It's not possible. Before you learn how to walk, you must crawl first. Nigeria cannot walk. It's not possible. You cannot bring different, just like we have Wazobia, Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo as the prominent language in Nigeria, isn't it? But this brother have come to tell you that even at that, you people are criminal in nature for even calling Nigeria Wazobia. Because there are those that are not Wa, they are not Zo, and they are not Bia, and they are still in Nigeria. So how do you now make them to integrate? How can they relate with you? So Nigeria is a mass, a voluminous confusion. A confusion with a very high volume. We have to deflate it. We have to deflate it. And this guy is saying no matter the revolution. So that's where Omoyele Sowore comes in here. No matter the revolution you try, to make Nigeria work, if that revolution is not to break Nigeria into bits, if your revolution is not to break Nigeria into bits, forget about the revolution. It won't work. That revolution must be to break Nigeria into bits. That revolution must not be to make Nigeria work again. Omoyele Sowore, if they give you Nigeria, with your revolution, can you make it work? How? Are you going to convince a Yoruba man to now accept an Igbo man as his brother? Are you going to convince an Hausa man to accept a Yoruba man as his brother? Or are you going to bring a Fulani man who has no inheritance anywhere in Nigeria to now become part of us by force? How are you going to do it? How? Let me allow this man to finish because my time is almost up. Yeah? Let me allow this man to finish. You understand that this is a point. My deputy, we need to get, I will send you the number of Mike Arnold. So we need to get in touch with him and plan a program whereby Biafrans will interact. He was on space the other day, but it was very brief. We need to host him whereby we can now bring people to ask questions, and then we will also, educate him, and then he will also educate the world, because Mike Arnold was saying that a bunch of Americans do not know anything about Biafra, and that we shouldn't be talking too much about Biafra. We should think about how we can, make Nigeria work, and then talk about unity in Nigeria, or because he also believes that in Biafra. But for the fact that a lot of people do not know about Biafra, we have to create awareness. The awareness is what we are creating now. So he has to create that awareness, because we cannot become one Nigeria then before Biafra will now work. No. If you are waiting for Nigeria to unite before Biafra will work, what you are systematically waiting for is for everybody to die before Nigeria will now work. Because for us to remain one Nigeria, it means that we'll continue to die. That's what it means. But that we cannot allow that to happen. So that's why if you feel that people do not know about Biafra yet, that we must make them to know about Biafra, start making them to know about Biafra now. Because the earlier you do that, the better. If it means that you have a Herculean task, you know, to achieve, then so be it. You know, do as much as you can to solve it, because Nigeria united is impossible. It's impossible. So let me play this message, because distraction is going to come in now. My son is actively getting close to me. So let me play this and then I'll end it. Thank you.
Turn Nigeria into a good country. The only way Nigeria can get better is to divide peacefully. Let us have a national confab, sit on a round table, know how many countries Nigeria can be divided to peacefully, considering the ethnic and socio-cultural diversities of these people, and know how we can segregate them into a peaceful nation. Even if it takes one local government to become a country of their own, let us have it. And if we can have international relationship like the European Union or any union we want to call it at the central level, where one passport of one of the segregated country can be functional in all other part of the country, let us have it. But as I speak with you, there is nothing that can solve the problem of this country except division. Peaceful division from a round table, and let each region go back to their home, secure their people, secure their mineral resources, mine it, exploit it in the best interest of their people. Because the people that amalgamated Nigeria does not consider the difficulties and diversity of this country and how it will affect our existence. I bet you nobody can, even if you merge Atiku, Obi, Tinubu, Amechi, and all of them together, they cannot solve the problem of this country. Merge them into one president, they cannot solve the problem of this country. Because one region is our turn, the other region is our turn. Nobody's checked the credibility. Nobody check, oh, they are appointing only Yoruba, they are appointing only Hausa. But they won't be such if it is only Yoruba that having their own state. So, I bet you it is important for us to sit on a round table and question ourselves again. Who are the benefactors of one Nigeria? Is it the British that amalgamated us without considering the ethnic diversity, the religious and socio-cultural diversity? Or is it the present leaders, the elites, or the citizens of this country? What is the benefit of one Nigeria to a common citizen of Nigeria? That is a low average life citizen of Nigeria. What is the benefit? What does a person benefit from holding a Nigerian passport? What does a person benefit from being a Nigerian citizen? The comment section is open. Tell me just one thing that somebody benefit from this country, Nigeria. And if there is nothing, then they should cease to exist.
Wow. Fantastic. Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you, Helen, for joining us. We'll spend 2 hours already, and then I'm going to end it now because I have a meeting at the top of the hour. Yeah, thank you, Biafrans. Please share this program and let everyone join. We will try and make that interview happen between us and Mike Arnold, and then we'll create a date for it. We'll get in touch, and then we'll be back. Thank you very much, Biafrans, and happy Sunday. Until I see you again, Commercian, let's bless us with our music.
Hi, what causes in a woman I could retire? The belly were billion. But the man to many people, what is happening in the world? Kulio, Bilio, Chukoki Kabiama, Borona Nyaga, Kulio, Bilio, Chukoki Kabiama, Borona Nyaga. Kulio, Bilisiano, Chukoki Kabiama, Pusiera Nanyaga, Kulio, Biliano, Chukoki Kabiama, Pusiera Nanyaga. Maximum respect to my own talented leader, Prophet Mazin Nandekano. You kept quiet, America kept quiet, you ain't kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. You kept quiet, America kept quiet, you ain't kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. You kept quiet, America kept quiet, you ain't kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. You kept quiet, America kept quiet, you kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. They came from Sahel, they came from Chad, they came from Niger, Senegal and Mali, claiming our land, killing our people because of our blessings. My God, go to the bushes now, they're everywhere. Kidnapping and killing people every day, raping and killing our women and men, slaughtering them in their Biafra. Hey God, kidnapping and killing Christians night and day, and nobody they talk. Chimo, dividing and ruling we anyhow. As if you're not human being, my God. Abducting and killing Biafrans every day, and the whole world to watch, the whole world to see. Chupo Biafra. They split us just the killers. They rape our papa, they rape our mama. He go do me, we are one. Each and every bank, we are one people. The robo is so cold, we are one. He's on security, we are one people. Ogoni Calabari, we are one. Calabar and Debo, we are one. He go do me, we are one. Each and every bank, we are one people. Robo is so cold, we are one. He's on security, we are one people. Ogoni Calabari, we are one. Calabar and Debo, we are one people. They split us, just the killers. They rape our papa, they rape our mama, they rape our wives, they rape our girls, they rape our sisters, raping even our children. Raping their car with the constant to women with the top of the car. I want to worship in the golden altar. You said you're going to build in Arrow. We are all the Biafrans, we gather together to worship Him, the Elohim. We are all the Biafrans, we gather together to worship Him, the whole accord. We are all the Biafrans of the world, together to worship the Elohim. I love to worship in the golden altar. You said you're going to build in Arrow.